If you thought Harry and Meghan Markle had exhausted every possible way to keep their names in the headlines, think again. Just as public attention began to fade, a brand new spectacle appears, the Invictus Spirit Gala Dinner and Awards, set to debut in London this September. Yes, welcome back to awards season in Sussex land, and, unsurprisingly, they've found their way onto the guest list once again. Reports say this newly created ceremony takes inspiration from the former Endeavour Awards and aims to honor resilience, service, and the so-called unconquered spirit. It all sounds admirable, at least on the surface. But in classic Sussex style, the details tell a far more revealing story. You don't actually need to take part in Invictus events to qualify. You simply need a connection to someone who did, or be able to claim you made a positive impact. In other words, if you've got a generous wallet and a polished speech, you're already halfway there. The awards include 5 categories: resilience, community, community of nations, champion, and one especially vague super award reserved for whoever best represents the Invictus ethos. And let's be honest, that final category feels perfectly designed for one particular red-haired founder who also happens to sit on the judging panel. Yes, Prince Harry himself will help choose the winners, completely normal. Absolutely nothing questionable here. Please move along. Handing out awards you created, and then judging them yourself, is basically like declaring yourself Employee of the Month in your own living room. But when trophies are scarce and confidence is overflowing, creativity suddenly kicks in. Unsurprisingly, critics are already guessing who the first winners might be: Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and a few generous donors sitting at 5-figure tables. Stunning. Truly unexpected. It's the Oscars, minus the talent, where success is measured by your donation total and how close you stand to the Sussex orbit. Now let's talk about London. Remember when the UK was painted as unsafe, unwelcoming, and emotionally draining? Funny how quickly that narrative changed. All of a sudden, London is the ideal location again. Amazing what happens when there's money to raise and cameras waiting. Extra points if the event conveniently overlaps with something major on the royal family calendar. After all, headlines don't create themselves. At the same time, critics highlight an uncomfortable reality. Many athletes continue to struggle with basic expenses: travel, housing, even insurance. Yet there always seems to be funding available for black-tie galas, luxury sponsors, and multiple couture outfit changes. Priorities, apparently. Anyone familiar with the nonprofit world has seen this play before. When donations start slowing, you don't cut costs, you throw a glamorous fundraiser. Bring in celebrity hosts, sky-high table prices, carefully staged backdrops, and tightly controlled access. And suddenly, generosity turns into an exclusive VIP experience. In that setting, rumors of $100,000 tables and pay-to-play awards don't seem quite so unbelievable. Supporters argue it's all about raising awareness. Critics counter that it's really about survival, both financially and reputationally. Invictus, once viewed as a respected sporting initiative, now risks transforming into a traveling showcase for Sussex self-promotion. Veterans fade into the background while the spotlight remains firmly fixed on the hosts. Compare that to Prince William's initiatives, which often focus on direct funding, long-term growth, and real sustainability. By contrast, this gala appears designed to cost money simply to step inside the room. You don't walk away with meaningful support. You walk away with a selfie and a glossy souvenir program. In the end, the Invictus Spirit Gala feels less like a true celebration of resilience and more like a lesson in reputation management. It keeps Harry visible, keeps Meghan in front of the cameras, and keeps donors entertained. Everyone benefits, except, perhaps, the very veterans the movement was originally meant to serve.